Hello everyone, it's me Clayton. I just finished watching episode 2 of the Book of Boba Fett. Now, whereas the first episode seemed to confuse people when it came to its flashbacks and when it came to its overall pacing and story structure, I think this one is going to lean people into it a bit more, since not only does it spend more time in the flashbacks where Boba Fett's with the Tusken Raiders, but it also establishes a new threat that I'm sure will take up most of the present scenes in the show. Well, let's get to it, shall we? After Boba Fett deals with an assassin that goes after him, he has to deal with Jabba the Hutt's cousins, known as the twins. Apparently, he has a brother and not a brother and a sister, but two cousins who have to deal with who have to deal with the fact that their cousin Jabba is dead and they want control of Mos Espa. But of course, Boba Fett's not going to give it to them that easily as the daimyo. But they also happen to have this Wookiee with them, who I guess is their enforcer that Shand and Boba are going to have to fight against pretty soon, or at some point in the series. And after that, we basically get some information about Boba Fett helping out the Tusken Raiders when it comes to learning how to ride speeders, while they teach him how to fight in the ways of the Tusken Raider. Basically, they help each other learn skills so they can work together to take down a train that's carrying spice. Yeah. So, since they're carrying spice, that kind of reminded me of the Dune movies, but maybe I just have Dune on my mind. Anyways, after he helps the Tusken Raiders deal with the spice train, they also help him see a vision of his childhood and see a vision of other things via a reptile in his nose. Yeah, I guess it's the Star Wars equivalent of getting visions via drugs. But yeah, that's what we have here. This episode was also written by Jon Favreau, but was not directed by Rodriguez. But I do think that the direction here was pretty solid still. We do get to see a few cool new characters, including this mayor who's an Ithorian. We get to see that the Rancor pit is completely empty this time around, so Boba isn't as ruthless as Jabba, but he is certainly willing to use his enemy's fear to their advantage. And he also happens to work out a pretty good deal with the Tusken Raiders. I like the fact that they've kept him, as anti-heroic, but at the same time just likable enough for us to still root for him. That's important when it comes to making a series about a bounty hunter. They happen to have him stay in character, but they still make him likable in that sense by putting him in a tough situation. Plus, it's just fun to see the Tusken Raiders fool around with the speeders, and some of them screw up a few times before they can go on the run for the train. Speaking of which, the train action scene is really cool. It looks like something that would end up in one of the Star Wars movies. Not only with the good CGI, but also with this little droid that's controlling all the machinery on the train and all these different soldiers that are on the train that try to take down Boba and the Raiders. It's a really well done scene that you wouldn't expect from a streaming show. Or at least streaming shows that don't have the budgets of something like a Disney Plus show. And yeah, one of my favorite things about these streaming shows is that they bring film level quality scenes of action and costuming to the small screen. But on top of that, we also get to see some maybe that the past that the reptile in the nose showed. Boba Fett's gonna lead him down a path that'll have him overcome certain things that happened in his past that we saw in the prequels, as well as it might help him deal with the twins in the present day. I don't know. But given that he's earned the Tusken Raiders' respect by helping them out this time, I'm sure that he's going to move on to something new next week. And I'm looking forward to seeing what that is. So, it's a good episode, and I can't wait to see more. See you next time.